Wine and spirits fraud is a global phenomenon. Different sources estimate that 5% of wines traded in secondary markets are fakes, while 25% of European spirits imports in Asia are counterfeit. In the last decade, numerous counterfeiters have put fine wine and spirits collectors' markets in serious jeopardy, forcing producers to apply new protection protocols in order to control the authenticity of their assets. Today's special program will delve into a recent controversial counterfeiting case involving a high-end spirits dealer who vanished from the public eye at the end of 2010. Known as Rodolfo Romero, but also as Rudy Romero, this enigmatic and eccentric figure is still on the loose. And while little is known about his origins or his current whereabouts, the Truth Uncovered has managed to locate some of his closest acquaintances in order to shed some light on his identity and his supposed implication in counterfeiting. So who is Rodolfo Romero? And is he really the counterfeiter international authorities have been claiming he is? Guilty or innocent?
Rudy was outgoing.
Hasta humilde, diría yo.
He was a big talker.
Nada sofisticado.
He was stylish and loved the high life.
In 2010, Romero, who was living in Miami, vanished without a trace after being accused of leading the controversial sale of a rare bottle of fine brandy, which later turned out to be fake. An investigation followed, and despite a lack of real solid evidence, Romero is still wanted by U.S. authorities. But in order to understand Romero's modus operandi, we must go back to 2006 in the Spanish region of Jerez. Carlos Martin is a self-made entrepreneur based in Jerez who met Rodolfo Romero back in 2006 during a local brandy tasting event.
La primera vez que lo vi fue durante una cata que organizamos en Jerez y se me acercó y se presentó como un humilde adorador de brandis. Esas fueron sus palabras textuales, humilde. Me impactó. La primera vez que lo vi pues fue como... te queda un poco sorprendido, ¿no? Por todo en general, por su aspecto físico y luego después por su magnetismo. Digamos que era una persona muy magnética. Se acercó a los organizadores de la cata y los retó. Intentó apostar con ellos a ver si era capaz de diferenciar añadas, reconocer bodegas, y la verdad es que lo hizo muy bien. Tenía un don especial. De pronto una persona que viene completamente ajena a este mundo y demuestra tener esos conocimientos, pues la verdad es que nos resultó bastante chocante, pero sobre todo también bastante admirable. La verdad es que nos hicimos muy amigos. Y no solamente compartíamos esa pasión por el brandy, sino también por otros valores, como la familia, la honestidad. Es decir, nosotros somos personas un poquito chapados a la antigua, todo hay que decirlo, y él también lo era, porque sí, era un tipo bastante campechano.
After this life-changing event, Rodolfo made an important career move and focused on the resale of fine brandies in Europe. A renowned Spanish enologist and spirits expert witnessed his first steps in this exclusive world.
Coincidí con él en varias ocasiones. Una de ellas durante una subasta en Francia y la segunda durante un evento patrocinado por productores de brandy. Cambiaba de un momento a otro, en un encuentro parecía personas diferentes. No sé si era por alguna preocupación fuera de lo que es el propio sector profesional que le provocaba un interés diferente para adoptar ese cambio de personalidad. Y eso es lo que le motivó el sobrenombre del camaleón del brandy.
So who is Rodolfo Romero? An eccentric counterfeiter with a split personality complex, a misunderstood passionate brandy lover, or simply an opportunist looking for a quick buck? Rodolfo Romero, or the brandy chameleon as he is notoriously known amongst wine and spirits professionals, is a singular case in the world of spirits counterfeiting. Those who knew him have been sharing with us his eccentric past life, throwing some light on many of the unanswered questions that still prevail.
Hay personas que son así, de pronto aparecen y desaparecen, son personas inquietas. Supongo que quiso crecer y explorar otras oportunidades. Entonces fue cuando empezó a viajar y a ver mundo.
After a 4-month journey around the world, Rodolfo decided to settle down in New York. By then, Rodolfo had become a very different man with very peculiar creative concerns.
I first met Rodolfo in 2007 in New York. I was just about to move to Spain for my new venture in music production and promotion. You know, it was kind of odd, but everything moved quickly. A week later, we found ourselves in the studio recording a hip-hop track.
Él era de Sabina, le gustaba otro tipo de música, le gustaba Julio Iglesias. Se le infundó esa especie de locura musical para intentar relacionar el mundo del brandy y la música. Creo que no le fue demasiado bien, la verdad.
You know, Brandy K. Brandy, it just, for whatever reason, I don't know, I think it was ahead of its time. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out. It's a shame.
Sí, se marchó a Holanda a conocer a un coleccionista que tenía una colección con los licores más antiguos del planeta. Y parece ser que entre ellas tenía la famosa botella de Napoleón que adquirió Rodolfo.
Se fue a Miami y ahí empezaron a llamarlo Rudy. De hecho, cuando él me llamaba por teléfono, hablábamos, insistían que lo llamara Rudy y no Rodolfo.
We met at the Fontainebleau in Miami Beach. He was gorgeous, charming, and made the best cocktails in town. He was very popular, and everyone called him El Rudy. He never even mentioned once that his real name was Rodolfo. He was very much involved in Miami's nightlife and loved to play the perfect host at parties and gatherings, so his special brandy cocktails were only made by him and on special occasions. His real job was dealing in resale and distribution of fine spirits for rich collectors. He danced bachata like a pro. At first I thought he was Cuban.
Suddenly, money started to flow, and Rudy's efforts finally paid off. Business was booming.
Rudy was trying to elaborate the perfect brandy, and while he tried and tried countless times, he failed. Believe me, he never ever counterfeited anything. He felt too much respect for the brandies, and as a spirits connoisseur, he hardly accepted anything that wasn't authentic.
But 2010 proved to be a pivotal year as numerous counterfeit cases shook the world of wines and spirits. Scammed billionaires were forced to reassess their wine and spirits collections, leading to the discovery of a fake bottle of brandy supposedly sold by or through Romero a year earlier. Once the accusations spread, Rodolfo vanished without a trace, leaving his beloved wife-to-be, Sophie, on her own.
We were about to get married, and he left. I never saw him again.
But while many believed in his innocence, the FBI thought otherwise. Corks, stamps, labels, and other tools involved in counterfeiting were found in Romero's home. Since then, many claim he's been seen in different countries using different names and identities, as a member of a famous bikers and brandy club in Australia, or as a high society regular in London. Some bold statements that have made Rudy's search a no-go. But this year, an unexpected turn of events has finally revealed Rodolfo Romero's whereabouts. At the end of 2017, an article published in a well-known wine and spirits magazine was forecasting the market trends for 2018. This article also mentioned the acquisition of the whole brandy production of Jerez by a wealthy investor called Rodolfo Romero. After years of silence and fraud accusations still prevailing, Romero seems to be back where he started. So what is the motivation behind this unexpected investment move?
He is smart and passionate, but he's also very egotistic. So this is basically a way to draw attention to himself and show that he is still here and he is still the boss. He's showing his love for brandy in a very big way.
Esta inversión que ahora va a realizar de nuevo en Jerez significa que Rodolfo tiene todavía mucho que ofrecer y que todavía está en la brecha.
This investment move could be a lifesaver for Romero and a way to redeem himself. But this also may well be his last public appearance, as he could get arrested before he reaches Jerez. So this leads us to our basic initial question. Is he guilty or innocent?
Believe me, he never ever counterfeited anything.
La botella que vendió Rodolfo pasó por muchas manos y no podemos decir en qué momento de la cadena compra-venta se suplantó la original por la falsa. Era una botella de 1795 que estuvo en manos de Napoleón y que se vendió por mucho dinero.
Por lo menos para mí, como amigo suyo muy personal, no es ningún delincuente. No considero que fuera un falsificador.
Falsificar una botella está al alcance de cualquier habilidoso. Falsificar el contenido de una buena botella de brandy es algo imposible.
Si alguien quiere imitar el brandy de Jerez, puede adquirir unas holandas de alta calidad a 65 grados. Puede comprar unas botas maravillosas previamente envinadas con vino de Jerez oloroso y Pedro Jiménez. Y puede montar un sistema de soleras y criaderas. Pero hay algo que el dinero no puede comprar. Y eso es simplemente lo más difícil de todo. El tiempo.
If all of his closest acquaintances agree on defending his innocence, and brandy is such an inimitable good, then Romero should face justice and clear his name once and for all. But Romero has established himself as such an enigmatic figure that it seems utterly impossible to understand who he really is and what his motivations are.
Rodolfo era una persona que vivía la vida intensísimamente. Y ese brandy creo que lo conectaba realmente a su verdadera esencia, a quien verdaderamente es Rodolfo Romero.
I still hate him for leaving me the way he did. But there is one thing that you all need to understand, is that Rudy had impossible dreams. He wanted to create the perfect brandy. The only problem being is that the perfect brandy already existed, and he knew it. All these years of ups and downs, success and failures proved to him that perfection was closer than he thought. He said himself, you can't fake something that good. And for him, that perfection was embodied in Cardinal Mendoza.
Rodolfo Romero, Rudy, the man of 1,000 faces, will soon be back. And while all his closest friends agree on his virtues and defend his innocence, the shadow of doubt remains. And all because of a bottle Napoleon once had among his most cherished treasures. A bottle which was the symbol of perfection. A unique piece of art only a few had the privilege to hold in their hands. And Rudy was one of them.